Hello, my name is Hassan Khalid and this is my research topic, Management of Energy Pipeline Assets. First of all, I will introduce you to my research topic. So, in today's world, the demand of water and energy is increasing as a result of rapid growth in industry as well as urbanization. So, it is very important that these materials must be transported from sites to consumer in a very environment friendly and cost effective way. Many modes of transportation exist in this regard. However, pipelines are considered as the most secure, cost-effective and environment-friendly way to transport these materials because they impose less environmental and less environmental and economic effects. Because of their high importance in our daily lives, these pipelines are considered as lifeline infrastructures. Moving on. So it is now very important that we must maintain the health and structural integrity of these pipelines. Otherwise, these pipelines can result in catastrophic accidents like you can see in these pictures. The extent of pipeline damage can be determined by this explosion that occurred in Belgium on July 30th, 2004, in which 24 people lost their lives and over 120 got injured. Various techniques have been formulated over the years to secure the integrity and health of pipelines. So now I will explain you the keywords of my research question and their relevance. So this is my research questions. What are the risks and failures associated with pipelines and how to overcome third-party activity and in which especially road cutters. So from the research question, the first keyword is pipeline risk. So pipeline risk can be explained as the factors that can compromise pipeline's integrity and give way to its failure. So when we talk about pipeline risk, there are many factors that come under the category of pipeline risk. So first of all, there are mechanical risks, operational risks, corrosion, domino effect, natural hazards and third-party activity. It is evident from many reports that among all these risks, third-party activity is the biggest risk associated with the structural integrity of pipelines. So moving on, the next keyword in my research question is pipeline failures. So pipeline failures occur as a consequence of not carefully addressing pipeline risks. The amount of material lost during a pipeline failure can be determined by pipeline's length, flow rate of the material, diameter of the pipeline, geographical location of pipeline, and the physical layout of pipeline. Careful identification of potential pipeline risk is imperative because after having a clear knowledge of risks associated with pipelines, we can be able to develop monitoring systems that are capable of avoiding these pipeline failures. So the third and the last keyword in my research question is third-party activity. So third-party activity can be explained as an act that is performed by people other than the pipeline staff. It encompasses both intentional and unintentional damages done to pipeline. So in third-party activity, these are the main areas that come under the category of third-party activity. First is lack of pipeline condition, human vandalism, pipeline patrol, lack of public awareness, construction activities, traffic, monitoring systems, agriculture, and last, legal framework. So, human vandalism means that stealing from pipelines, pipeline patrol means the frequency of checks that are done by pipeline authorities. Construction activities mean the construction tasks done by people, so they sometimes affect the health of pipeline. Legal frameworks are the laws that are implemented to ensure that there is nothing done to pipeline by these parties. So as it is evident that third-party activity is the biggest risk, is the biggest threat to pipelines' health, so it is very important for pipeline authorities to devise monitoring systems that can tackle this biggest threat. So the main purpose of this research is to first of all carefully identify the risks and failures associated with pipelines, and then after that propose a monitoring system that can tackle the biggest threat to pipeline, that is third-party activity. Furthermore, in third-party activity, only construction activities are being focused. So, to answer my research question, this is my research design. So, in my research design, I am using the acoustic approach. So, to prevent third-party activity, acoustic approach will be applied. This monitoring system consists of will detect the sound of construction equipment near pipeline. So this is the main diagram of my research design. First of all, this is the construction equipment near pipelines. So these are the sound sensors. So when there is some kind of construction activity going on near pipeline, these sound sensors will detect their presence, and if the captured signal is strong enough, then it will be sent for further processing in sound classification. In sound classification, the processor will decide that either the captured sound signal is of road cutter sound, or it is some background noise. If the captured sound is of road cutter system, then alarm will be rang, and the pipeline authorities will be reported. Otherwise, the program simply ends. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of my research design. First of all, my research design proposes no issues for privacy for people living near pipeline areas. It has no developmental cost, no environmental effects, it has no maintenance cost, as well as it is very efficient for detection of the construction equipment near pipelines. And on the other hand, there are some disadvantages of my pipelines. Sensing range of the pipelines the sensors can be affected by the surroundings of pipelines in which they are installed. For a practical application of this monitoring system, further tests are required to ensure the operational quality of the monitoring system. And in the last, the proposed system only concentrates on the underground pipelines. Thank you for watching the video.
Bravo.